A group of lawmakers investigating the assassination attempt of Donald Trump traveled to see the site of the shooting firsthand.
They have a long list of questions for the federal law enforcement officials involved, 5 of whom have been placed on modified duty. Atre El-Nashar has a story.
6 weeks after the attempt on former President Donald Trump's life, members of a bipartisan congressional task force are visiting the scene of the crime.
There's really no substitute for being on site, looking at the ground where all of this happened.
Butler, Pennsylvania is in Republican Congressman Mike Kelly's district. He's leading the task force and says the decision to hold the rally at the Butler Farm Show grounds never made sense to him.
I said, no, you can't do it there. That site is too small. The entry and exit is going to be difficult.
Kelly, who was at the rally, and ranking member Democratic Congressman Jason Crow say they want to know how the site was chosen, who was involved in preparation, and what information did they have? Did Secret Service have enough resources? And the question on just about everyone's mind:
why was the roof not secured? I mean, it's an obvious line of sight.
The Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee is also investigating. Republican Senator Ron Johnson claims it's not moving fast enough.
The Secret Service, FBI are basically dragging their feet. They're stonewalling us. We've gotten some transcribed interviews, but the documents we request are heavily redacted.
The FBI tells us accusations like that are inaccurate and unfounded. The FBI has been working closely with our law enforcement partners to conduct a thorough investigation into the shooting. And we have followed normal procedures in the handling of the crime scene and evidence. And a Secret Service spokesperson tells us they have provided the committee with more than 1,000 pages of responsive documentation, and over the past 2 weeks have made employees available to committee staff for transcribed interviews. They add, quote, "Our desire to learn from this failure and ensure that it never happens again is unwavering, and we welcome respective oversight efforts such as those by the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee." Lawmakers investigating the shooting say their main goals are making sure this doesn't happen again and restoring Americans' trust that their candidates will be protected. On Capitol Hill, I'm Atre El-Nashar.
Several of Donald Trump's allies are facing a high-stakes hearing in the Arizona election interference case. A judge set a 2026 trial date. It could end with prison sentences if those allies are convicted in the criminal conspiracy. The plaintiffs include Rudy Giuliani, Mark Meadows, and the RNC's top lawyer on election integrity, Christina Bobb. The judge said the date could be moved up. Trump is not charged in this case, but is described as a co-conspirator.
The Trump campaign is casting fresh doubt on its proposed September debate with Kamala Harris. Trump said today he would rather have the microphone stay on for both candidates during the September 10th debate. That's the opposite of what his staff has asked for, requesting that the candidates' microphones be muted as they were during the debate with President Joe Biden. The Harris campaign has also requested the microphone stay on throughout the debate.
We agreed to the same rules. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have it probably on, but the agreement was that it would be the same as it was last time. In that case, it was muted. I didn't like it the last time, but it worked out fine.
The rules for the September 10th presidential debate on ABC are not yet finalized. Trump also questioned whether he should even participate in the ABC debate, criticizing the network's coverage.